The solar chakra has everything to do with our motivation, with our ability to be seen, with our ability to, I guess, stand out and be like the sun. You are excused to have a bit of pride in this section. It is the third one up from the bottom. So you have your root, your sacral, and the solar chakra. In order to have your solar chakra quite stable, you're going to have to deal with the root chakra as well as the sacral. Root deals with everything safety, being grounded, holding down your beliefs, and just being quite connected to the earth. So, just anything in nature or having a stable home. Sacral deals with creativity and you basically mustering all of your values and your creativity in one place, and you get to the solar chakra, and this is where you express it all. This is where a lot of us actually stop. This is the influence between success and not having success. Of course, as you go up, you have higher ways of being successful, a more transcendent version. But the solar chakra enables us to express ourselves. So, what happens when this isn't necessarily healed? It stops us from being seen, and not only are we actually not being seen, we are sabotaging ourselves. We are not believing in ourselves. Solar chakra is all about shame. Shame versus courage. Are you going to be too ashamed to show up for yourself? Is the quirks that you have too much for you to showcase? So, with shame, healing the shame, it just, you have to go back to childhood and allow yourself to count all the times where you had the opportunity to show up for yourself and show things to your parents or whoever you had around you. When was that shunned down? When did you start hiding from people? When did you start maybe thinking twice about what you were saying? So that is what shame is. Just think of somebody that's hiding in the corner, being really ashamed of basically existing. Shame is something I struggled with a lot in terms of understanding, but just think of a really insecure person that doesn't feel like they can be hella talented, but they feel so insecure in their skills that they don't want to show them because they think it's so flawed. The whole body, everything about themselves is so flawed that they can't show any of it because it's a shame to society for that person to exist. So that's what shame thinks, and you have to be courageous enough to tell yourself, no, we've worked on our stability, we've worked on our creativity, and we are amazing. And now it's time to show ourselves. And the amazing thing with shame is, it's quite easy to counteract. Like you literally just showing up and being okay with being seen. That's why so many videos on doing rejection and stuff like that work so well, because shame kind of is quite an easy one to break, in my opinion. Being courageous is an energy above shame, and it's what helps us get to the other side, the more positive side. That being said, being courageous, all of that really supports this area, and you knowing that every person on this planet is a ray of sunshine. We all are a sun globe, so you have to shine, you have to play in your playground. Yeah, be seen, it's okay. Whoever rejected things in the past, that's them. It's got nothing to do with you. And when you start to think this way, nothing will get in your way. Because at the end of the day, you're here once. You don't know when you're going to come back if you believe in reincarnation. And this is your playground. That's what the solar chakra thinks. Now that I've got my stability and I feel stable within myself and my values and my creativity, it's time to show. It's time to radiate. But you also have to consider the solar chakra also deals with intuition and messaging. If you're not a clear channel, if you're not in your expressive self, you can easily mix your anxiety with intuitive thoughts and stuff like that, because that is kind of a bit of a different thing. But it is where the intuition center comes in from. With the solar chakra, I also want you to consider your diet. Your diet is very influential with the solar chakra, not only because the solar chakra requires a lot of energy, that's also where our digestive system is. We're talking about lighter meals, live meals. So don't cook you can eat meat. I don't care if people eat meat. Personally, I'm vegetarian. I eat fish sometimes, but I've stopped eating fish because I'm too scared now. The way fish is being farmed, blah blah blah. Mine's very much on a spiritual reasons to why I don't eat meat. It's not necessarily that it's bad. I just personally don't. I don't know. I've started believing this, and it's too late. It's too late for me to come back. But with diet, you can still eat live foods. You can still, I don't know, live nuts, fruits, whatever. Just cut down your glucose levels because your glucose without fiber is not necessarily something that you want to experience. When your body, your vehicle is not feeling very well, when you're not exercising. By exercising, I'm not on about doing a bunch of cardio. Do some resistance training. So this is muscle building at the gym, whatever. Do some stuff around the house if you have a job that requires you to do a lot of movement. Amazing for you. You get two in one: money and exercise, and hopefully friendship as well. So exercise and diet also take a very big part of the solar chakra healing, because not only are you expressing yourself, you also have to allow the body to actually express itself in a healthy way. And if you're struggling to get things that are healthy, if you haven't got access, I mean, just try and stay on the lighter side. I know there's a lot of obstruction to why people can't eat a certain way, or um whatever, it is hard, but I do want you to consider, do your best when it comes to your diet and your exercise patterns, because these two are actually very fundamental, because our vehicle cannot work otherwise. How are we going to get it to shine and be bright and have that motivation? Like, dopamine is made in the gut. No, serotonin is made in the gut. There's so many things going on in the gut, and depression is actually linked to the gut. The gut is linked to solar chakra, shame, whatever, whatever, whatever. One trick actually, whenever you're making food, if you think very positively about that food and you make it with love, or you buy food, whatever, if you take gratitude and appreciation for the food that you're eating, that is actually transformative on its own. So if you have not a lot of access, your belief only could support you in making changes within your body and allowing your body to relax and not fight the food like it's a disease. Yeah, that's pretty much a very quick introduction to the solar chakra. I've made a chakra 7 videos on the chakra system if you want the more simpler version as well. But yeah, joy, stay happy, stay amazing, shine, forget people who've told you to hide. That's how you heal your motivation and your spark and your pride. Listen to music, dance. Listen to your favorite music and dance. How you feel when you're listening to your favorite music, like on top of the world, that's how you should be feeling every single day. That's how a healed chakra feels every single day. Yeah. Okay, I love you. I gotta go now. Mwah.